So today, instead of talking about just painting, I'm going to talk about something else, and it's something that I've touched on before, and it's promotion. As artists, we need to learn how to promote ourselves. I know an awful lot of people who are much more hermity than me, which is hard to believe, or actually some people that are really social, but hermity when it comes to pushing themselves. They just don't feel comfortable in promoting themselves. And as another artist pointed out to me, one of the things we have to become really prolific at is posting our work online. So we can ensure that galleries and potential buyers, anyone who could touch our careers if we want a career in art, is able to. They start to see our work more and more often, start to recognize it, and we can build a name for ourselves and an audience. Because, to me, an artist is a definite career choice. Painting on the weekends and just showing to your friends is more of a hobbyist. That's me, and I know that gets me into trouble with a lot of people. But I work very hard at what I do. I work very hard, and I believe, like many other artists who are in my position, it deserves a certain amount of respect. And I believe that calling yourself an artist is a title you have to earn. And as an artist, because I feel finally I have earned that right, you can't call your doctor without going to school and reaching a certain level of education. And so education and experience, and that to me is being an artist is more than just picking something up every once in a while and doing it for fun. It's very serious stuff. So anyway, to move on from that, you're going to hear some construction. There's stuff going on in the hallways, so it's a little noisy in here, and I do have a fan going because it's about 90 in my space. But back to promoting yourself. Now I like to do shows, and I like to do show after show after show. And although I've been slow on the show after show after show for various reasons, I just had one in New Jersey, in Paterson, New Jersey, or Paterson, I believe it's Paterson. My friend Raphael asked me if I would please get involved. He was curating the show, and I said yes, and I sent some work down. And we're going to be doing, it was for an art walk at the Art Factory in Paterson, in New Jersey. We're going to be doing a couple more events in that direction this fall 2014, and in the meantime I have shows or opportunities set up in Grand Central Station, right here in Providence, and then a couple of others. I have paintings that are going to be going to several different places. Well, I was contacted by the man that runs this website called 154 Gallery, 154 Gallery. And he asked me if they could please do an interview with me, and I was really touched. I have submitted to newspapers and print magazines over and over again, and have been slighted. I felt I was slighted, or snubbed is more the deal. Where I'm from, Cape Cod, you can't get in a magazine for any reason unless you already have a name. So I was really pleased to know that someone who saw my work in a state and in a town I have never been in loved my work enough to want to put it online and to interview me. I mean, I've been asked before, several online magazines have featured me, but this fellow really liked my work. His name is Christopher. And I was touched because he wasn't just placating, he really enjoyed my work. And so that meant a lot to me. After having been snubbed by my own home, my own hometown, it's nice to, I can't believe someone out there in the world, someone else really loves my work. And it happens quite a bit. I do get a lot of fan mail from around the world. I get emails and messages and people contacting me and writing to me through Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and everything else. It's just, I had to leave my hometown to be seen. It breaks my heart, but it also pleases me. It vindicates me and validates my work. So here we are. Christopher from 154 Gallery asked if he could show my work online and do an interview. So that's what we did. And I'm now, there I am. I am the featured artist for the week on this website. And what's nice is this is going to be up not just for a week and then tossed in the trash like a print would. This is actually going to stay up permanently. They have a 10-point profile. They have 10 questions they ask their artist, and that stays up on their website. And it's, I mean, I'm really pleased it's there, and I'm really honored. Here's the interview. Here are the 10. They have 10 questions. 10 questions an artist must have: a trust in their own inner voice, and balls of steel. Not overconfidence, not defensive anger, but a true belief in themselves. A belief that cannot be ignored. That's what I wrote. Isn't that beautiful? So there were questions like that. What makes your style original? Are you trained or untrained? I'm sort of trained, but mainly not trained. I taught myself, and I learned through other artists. Greatest annoyance in the world. People who do not stick to the plan. Galleries and curators who take your work, want to have that show, love your work, and then don't promote it at all, which has happened over and over and over and over again, and has finally led me to start setting up shows with friends. We're putting together teams of people and putting on our own shows. We will promote ourselves. We will do it. Because I'm tired of it. So it's, you know, people who have no follow through, and then also people who chew gum with their mouth open. I hate open mouth chewers. So I answered all these 10 questions, and they're up on 154 Gallery website. They also asked for 10 images of work that I've done. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 up. Plus they asked for several banners, which is, they asked for a specific size banner. This is the banner. And then they asked for a profile pic, which is right here. And I sized them and sent them several ones that I liked and I thought would look good on the web. This wouldn't have been my first choice, but people really do enjoy it. They like to see, you know, people in action painting and not just posing with their work. So what I tried to do was make everything as easy as possible for this magazine. And that's what you want to do when you're trying to get it promoted, is make things as easy as possible for the editors, for the writers, for anyone that's involved in the article, whether you're submitting to newspapers, magazines, or online. Provide what they need and a little bit more. Do not provide too much. He asked for 10 images. I sent 12. He put up all 12. I just wanted to give him options in case something didn't look good or it didn't fit right. But he ended up putting them all up. I sent him 3 profile pictures. He put up 1. He put up the one that he liked. He asked for 1 banner. I put together 3. So he'd have choices. I didn't give him 100. You don't want to do that. You also, if you're answering questions online, if you're answering in writing, you don't need a diatribe, which is what I tend to do. Keep it short. Try and edit yourself. When you're doing a speaking interview, it's the same thing. Like these videos tend to go on really, really long. But that's just me. I'm yammity. I like to yammer. So that's that. Now what I'm going to do with this, and what I have been doing with this, is I'm taking this opportunity and expanding on it. I take this image of Yayoi Kusama. Now I had sent in all the information, the size, the mediums, the title of course, and who it's a portrait of, and they really didn't get it up. I don't know why. That's the way they operate. It's fine with me. But I can take the image, copy a link. Well, this one actually, wait a minute, hang on a sec. Dear. Oh, I gotta go back. Wait a minute, I'm being goofy. Okay, where's the URL? All right, I can copy the URL link. Now I can go over to Flickr. I copy the URL link by right-clicking, go down to copy shortcut, and I've got Flickr, Tumblr. That's Steve, the gas man. He's putting in pipes. That's what you hear out in the hallway. I've got Flickr, Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, another Facebook page, Pinterest, YouTube. I've got a bunch of stuff going on and a blog that I haven't touched. But what I want to do is take that image and where's upload? I'm going to upload Yayoi Kusama on Flickr. I just got to find her. Wait a sec. Where's Kusama? There she is. There's part of Kusama. Okay, this is going to take a sec. Wait a minute. There she is. I'm going to do this as quickly as possible. But now I've, okay. Oh, that's misspelled. I think. I can edit it later. But what I want to do is set up a link to the online article. So the picture is loading now. I've just left click, or I've hit Control V, and that prints the address to Kusama in the article. I think it's uploaded. Upload. Okay. That's going to put Kusama on Flickr and then link it to the article. And the point is to get traffic flowing from Flickr to the article, to their website, so they have traffic coming in. And from there, there's links to my Facebook page, Pinterest, all the rest of them. But what it does is, wait a minute. By the way, this is my new mug. I broke my big Providence mug in all the other videos, and I'm kind of pissed, so I'm using my disgusting French press to drink out of. Anyway, what this is going to do in the end, by reposting and linking everything, Pinterest, Flickr, Twitter, Tumblr, is it's going to provide an online presence. There's Kusama. And the link to the article is down here. It's right underneath the title. Whoops, what did I do? Oh, apparently I can't click on it and just go to it. That makes me edit it. Anyway, but viewers can click on it. It'll take them over to the magazine. What this is going to do, once everything is labeled and linked and interlinked, it's going to provide traffic going back and forth, as I said, but it's also going to make me more Googleable. And it's going to take these images, and if somebody types up Kusama images for Google or Bling or whatever, this image is going to pop up. After it has enough views, it's going to start popping up. I know if people type in Beck Lane, this is Beck Lane and images on Google. This is one of many that pops up. But what I wanted to do is pop up every time somebody types in Yayoi Kusama. So by posting it in different places and interlinking them all by having their addresses attached to it, that's going to happen. And that's what you want to end up doing with all of your work. If you want to be an artist as a career, so that your work can be seen and re-seen. So people, when you walk into a gallery, they go, I know you. I've seen your work. And that's actually happened to me. You want people familiar with your work before you approach them. What's going to get you into a gallery? Yes, it's sales. But right now the economy is terrible. So what else can we turn to? Making ourselves seen. And so that's what I'm working on. And I'm really grateful to 154 Gallery, Christopher at 154 Gallery, for having interest. Republic X has also shown my work as well as other online magazines, and people do tend to share my pictures and my links. So I'm really highly appreciative. But that's how you do it. That's how you get yourself on the web. Posting, reposting, and applying to new magazines. Now I can take this and say I've been featured in 154 Gallery while submitting to other places. And I can also take that, put it on my resume or CV, and when I'm applying to galleries, it shows I'm serious. I'm having show after show after show, not necessarily with galleries and you know, gallery curators, because so far nothing is happening with them. They're not doing the job that I need them to, that we need them to do for the work to start selling, so I got to do it myself. Whereas if I'm sitting at home and just submitting to galleries and hoping and praying they like my work, I'm going to get nowhere. You got to make yourself a commodity. You've got to make yourself seen. And that's the point of today, all right? Get yourself out there. If this is what you want, work for it. Work really hard. All right? Ciao.